quietly enjoying football in the Italian Serie A. Cesc Fabregas and Como are doing something fantastic this season. Now, when he joined the club last season, we saw the work. He put in the work, made sure Como was stable. And this season, it's been good after 7 games in the Italian Serie A. A 2-0 win over Juventus this weekend. Just showed one thing and one thing alone. Under the watchful eyes of Arsene Wenger and Thierry Henry, is that Cesc Fabregas is quietly building an empire at Como and quietly building his CV to probably be the man to win Arsenal their first ever UEFA Champions League. In France, it is Strassbourg and Mason Mount who are enjoying themselves. But guys, this season, we're seeing the regular teams, although, but we're also seeing teams who are willing to fight for themselves. Yeah. You cannot ignore Como and what they are doing in the Italian Serie A, especially what Cesc Fabregas is doing. Nico Paz is their biggest star.
What a player.
Signed, huge amounts came in. Of course, the Argentine came in, but he's been able to replicate that amount onto the field of play. A goal and assist against Juventus. And Cesc Fabregas is looking like the next best thing after Agege Bread.
Don't forget, what was his name? The former Juve striker.
Striker?
The former Juve striker that was with Juve, that was with Chelsea. The Italian now.
Is it Gian Caviel,
No, the Italian now. What was his name?
Alvaro Morata.
He was there.
He's a traveler. We know.
He was there today, yeah. Spaniard. Sorry, I say that this is.
No, not traveler. He go there anyway.
Funny enough, after yesterday's game, because I watch Inter versus Roma. I wanted Roma to win so that they consolidate their position.
Yeah.
Somehow they couldn't win. As poor as we said Inter has just lost 2 games.
Yeah.
And as I speak to you right now, except Milan will win their match this evening.
Inter is on top.
Yeah. At the summit of the table.
Yeah, because Napoli also lost to Torino by God today.
Yeah, because Napoli lost to second. Their second loss of the third, because they lost to City. So this game was an early game, 11:45, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Nigerian time. And I was like, let me see what Cesc have to offer. Before we could know what was happening, first goal came. I was like, come on, is this for real? Against a start to Juventus. Well, if it were a Juventus side of probably 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, I would have said, because this Juventus side is too light.
Come on, only lost
2 light.
Yeah, they've lost. I know. They can't their position.
They play some top teams.
They are 6 or 7, I think, on the table.
Yeah, they play some top teams.
I understand, but they are 6 or 7 on the table. Well, that just goes to tell you one thing. Okay, 6 on the table. The Italian league this season is a bit competitive compared to what we saw last season.
Yes.
Because as it stands right now, aside from Inter that has 15 points, the next guys on beneath them.
Napoli have 15 also. Napoli have 15.
Napoli have 15. Roma have 15.
Yeah.
And
Bologna and Milan.
Milan have
13.
So
Milan have 13.
if Milan win this evening, Milan is going to be at top of the table because they will have 16.
Points, yeah.
That tells you how the first 6, 7 points. I mean,
Those was the Milan side struggled at the start of the season.
We thought they were not good enough.
Well, they didn't actually struggle.
They did.
They were the first side to hand Napoli their first defeat of the season. Yeah.
Sure.
Man, do they have a certain, what was his name? The old guy from Madrid. No, the old midfielder from Madrid. Modric. They have a Modric there. Then
And of course, Captain America.
Your regular guys.
Pulisic
is there.
Rafael.
So many other guys are actually there. I think Tomori is still there, if I'm not mistaken.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Fikao Tomori.
Not the bad side completely.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing right now is this, right? The league is a bit competitive, which is what I always want. I don't want a league where one person will just be riding high, just like what's going on in Germany again. We're back to days of complete dominance of Bayern Munich. So watching those games yesterday, I mean, watching Cesc Fabregas, I think he wasn't on the touchline. I think he wasn't. He either they banned him or something. He was not on the touchline because he was sitting somewhere inside. I was like, oh, come on, okay, because it's my first time. I said, let me watch Como and see what they can do. I was thinking Juventus is going to win and probably take their tally to I think 15 if I'm not mistaken, because they were having 13 points before this. 12 points before this game. So I was thinking they're going to win. No, 13 points. So I was thinking they're going to win so that they will go to summit of the table. Of the table, and that couldn't happen. And I was like, what's going on here? Now I have to check and see what Fabregas has actually done this year. Not bad at all. And now see why he decided to stay, because they wanted him to leave.
Offers were there for him.
Offers were actually coming. This same Juventus came for him. He weighed the option and decided to stay back with this club that he co-owns with Thierry Henry.
But I think above all, the person I'm going to call out that we're not calling out so much is Christian Chivu. Chivu is doing amazingly well with Inter Milan.
Surprise.
They had to concede in Europe.
Yeah.
And they are at some of the table right now.
And his left goes from the old guys, you know.
And he never looked like a guy that's going to do this job.
Never looked like
Not the name that even popped in someone's head.
Why was it Bologna last season or yeah?
Is it Bologna? Or their B team?
No, it was in the Serie A last season. It was in the Serie A last season.
But let's focus on Cesc Fabregas. I'm tired of. I don't want to go around talking about Inter Milan
manager.
The big thing, not the next big thing. He is the big thing. I watched him last season, and I was like,
"Should come and replace Arteta."
Yeah, not yet. Maybe in the future. Come on, because like you said, he's got the Arsenal DNA, the blood in the system.
Well, if you look at it, so let's not sugarcoat it. If you look at it, he's got a better CV than when Arteta was employed.
I agree with you.
Right?
Because
Arteta was an apprentice.
Rookie.
But he's a coach.
Yeah.
So just to add that Fabregas has a better CV than Arteta when he was employed by Arsenal. So if he's coming to Arsenal employed an experience.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It's still going to be a dad for Arteta because Arteta has evolved.
Has evolved with one FA Cup.
Come on, man. Come on. The guy is going to win the league this season. I told you that already. But anyway, let's be realistic. I think Cesc Fabregas is somebody who I like how he tested the water. And when he got into Como, they got it from the promotion, he got promoted, and then he decided to take up the job as the coach. You know, there was a lot of questions and answers. Like, was he going to be the man to lead this team to the next level? Or did he get the job based on because he's the owner? Was he given the job on the platter? And then fast forward 2-3 years from after the job.
2 years on the line.
Yeah, look at where they are right now. You know.
Looks like one thing is that they might not go relegation.
Last thing they didn't go.
They didn't go relegation.
They were so super safe before even the final days of the season. And this is now. It looks like they want to punch far above their way and go for maybe
probably
Europa League or the Conference League. And like you said, they could pass. What a player that boy has become. The guy has got a wonderful left foot. I don't know why top team they don't snap him up last season. But I watched him last season. I was like, this guy is bigger than Como. And for everything good coming from Como,
what do you guys like offer in Como?
No, he was paid for big money. I know Cesc Fabregas. See, they don't understand. The owners of Como are wealthy owners.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So they don't need to. It was more like when Terry was talking about Terry, it was more like an experiment. Let's see what they can do. I remember Cesc Fabregas got the job, and they were like, "Oh, let's see what he can do." But the boy has shown he can swim against the big best. If clubs like Juventus were coming for your services at the end of this season, then it means you are doing something right. If you ask yourself, for me, kudos to Como. I want to see how far they can go this season, but again, it will be too tall attacks to ask them to go out and compete for the Scudetto. The best is to get to continental places, whether Conference League or Europa League. And then we know the Scudetto has to be around maybe Roma, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus. They'll be around the mix.
But no, one thing that I know is not going to win the Scudetto is Roma.
Napoli as well. I forgot to put
no, Napoli might not even win the Scudetto again. I don't see Conte winning the Scudetto again. They're struggling.
Well, good one for Como, good one for Cesc Fabregas. But let's go to France, guys. Yeah. Over the weekend, also we saw something. Strasbourg 3-3. It looks like the Strasbourg-Chelsea Bluco relationship is working for Strasbourg. Able to get
buy
players,
a lot of players, dump
buy players. Of course, Chelsea even signed players for Strasbourg.
Yes.
And they use the name under Bluco. Bluco signs the players, goes to Strasbourg, play for Strasbourg one season, then come to Chelsea and play for Chelsea. And then one man is also doing well for himself, Mason Mount.
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Mason Greenwood. Why did I just say Mason Mount? Mason Greenwood doing so well for himself. Yes. I think scored 4 for Marseille. 4. In a 6-2 win over the weekend.
And they came from a goal down.
But PSG, back-to-back draws, Lille and now Strasbourg. They're second in the table.
Yeah, the second table.
Marseille leading them right now.
17 points. Yeah, with 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 18 points.
17 points. Marseille is on 18.
Okay, Marseille is on 18. Yeah. 17 points. What shocked me the most is the amount of goals they've actually considered. 10 goals.
10 goals, yeah.
No, in the league.
In the league, yeah.
8 goals. PSG have considered just 8.
Is it that Marseille have considered 10 goals?
8. Marseille have considered 7.
7, yes.
That's what actually struck me the most. Their last game, they considered 3 at home against Strassbourg. Yeah, they have to dig deep and come from this. See, something is wrong with that team right now. I mean, forget about what's going on in Europe. There's that the French Ligue 1 title is not this season 100%. Not like what it used to be before now. Last season they were probably some 6, 7, 8 points away. Anybody, but they are the funny thing is they are conceding, and we watch them play. Thankfully now we can watch them week in week out. Got to see Canal and whatsoever, right? That conviction is not there again. I understand Dembele is not there. Now, whether I would like it or not, effect of Dembele is showing. They haven't, Dembele
is missing. Dembele is missing.
But Doué was in that game. Okay, it's back.
It was his younger brother. It would have been the Doué derby, but his younger brother was one who played against him. Okay. Younger brother scored against Paris Saint-Germain in that game as well. So, I wanted to see Doué derby, but unfortunately, I only saw...
But for me, I think with Paris Saint-Germain, they will still win the league. Now, this is why. It's going to come easy. Now, PSG...
No, it's not going to come easy.
Okay, it will come easy.
It's not going to come easy. Let me tell you why.
See, now this is why for me. For PSG, it's just 8 games into the season. Yeah. They look like they are struggling.
Really struggling.
Now, give it match day 22. Marseille can cope.
No, that's
Now,
why I want
PSG,
Squad in debt.
PSG,
No.
yeah. Now PSG will
is what
probably
I-
win 10 in the bound. That's 30 points. In that same phase, instead of 30 points, Marseille would have got to probably 11 points. We've seen it happen in the past. And it will
Funny
happen.
enough, now you're talking about Marseille with the mindset of what you used to know.
But then they got some fantastic players.
That is what I want to talk
They
about
got
right
players
now.
like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who is scoring
where was
goals in
he last
reckless
season?
abandon. He returned back.
Where was he last
He went out. He just returned back.
He wasn't there.
He came back. He was in Marseille. We left them and then
Then that
returned.
part, I think there was
They have a-
this mutiny that almost took place.
Yes.
The player were against the coach. I
Coach.
think that has actually been sorted out because they didn't start badly too. Now,
But
when you
everything
see what they have,
captured the
right,
last season.
you're not going to just lose.
Mason
No,
Mount.
I understand. If good, I think deserve.
Now the truth is this,
And
right?
then to add to before
Just like you-
okay, add to what you want to say, I think the price of the battle we saw last better than what we saw this season. I think the coach again, if it's back to my normal quote, if it's not broken,
Don't fix it. That's why I
the
want
guy
to
is fixing what is not broken, and it's
which is goalkeeping
it's causing a
department.
lot of troubles.
One thing that stood out for them
Yes,
last season
exactly.
was
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
in key
Now,
games.
that goalkeeper is not there. So expect them to lose
Yeah,
and
but they
score
look
and
back.
concede so many
Because
goals this
he
season.
wants to play at the
As at this
back.
time last season, go and check. They didn't concede up to 5 goals.
Yes, they couldn't. The Roma was the reason why the Chevaliers was the Roma.
Simple.
Now
This is
you
why
have
they defeated
a
Arsenal.
rookie French goalkeeper in Chevalier. The chop and change injuries have not been kind. Even last injury were not kind to them. Was touch and go. But the fact
Until
the Roma was
January.
there. The Roma was there. They were still keeping.
for
because
January,
in the
a lot
truth
of things
is,
change.
Roma PSG did not pick until January.
Yeah, they did not pick. So at the end of the day,
What if it's not going to work this time around? Because it works last time doesn't mean it's going to work this time around.
the quality of the players have dropped.
And the other part self, that's one thing. Then the other part, the quality of other opponents have actually
Have
come
raised
up.
up, especially Marseille.
Monaco to some extent too.
Under this guy, is it Zabi? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Dizabi is still
fantastic
there.
manager.
Well, I still maintain my ground that PSG are still the team to beat in the French League, even though of
Naturally, they
course,
should.
They
Because
should.
they're
Yeah.
expensive.
Well, Marseille-
But it's not going to be as easy. That's my point right now. It's not going to be as
And I
easy
think
as
another big issue that the motivation may not be there. You know, they've been chasing the Champions League for so long a time.
Yeah.
Even the owner was like, we tried all the team, tried all.
They've
the
won
motiv-
it.
They've actually
They've
won.
definitely won the
They have-
Champions League now.
they have
Motivation may not just
complacency.
be there. You know,
They have complacency.
Of course,
after we won the league the last 7 years.
It's expected,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
for especially for a side like PSG, they wanted the Champions League all
Yes,
their
and
life.
they
They
finally
chased
got it.
it. They've got Lionel Messi in. It didn't work.
They
At
got
some point, they
Zlatan,
beat
they got Beckham. They tried
you know, they
everything.
tried Neymar. It didn't work out
everything.
until they tried it. They've even gotten Kylian.
Kylian.
It didn't still work
Even got
out,
this
you
guy,
know.
This beautiful Argentine.
Di Maria.
Not Di Maria. They got in this guy.
Icardi.
Is it Pastore?
Pastore.
They
didn't
had
work out.
Yeah, Xavier Pastore.
a star-studded team. You know. Then
It
they
only
had
works for them.
Keylor Navas. They had everything to win it. They did not win the league. But when they had Usman Dembele, the younger guys, Emil Doué, young boys,
They said,
Vitinha, they won the league. Now,
Donnarumma.
imagine a 90-year-old boy winning the Champions League of 90. Most of them are kids. They'll be like, we've won the league, we've won again. What are we chasing for?
Well, we'll see how PSG will be able to react in the French League all this season for Marseille and Strasbourg. I still think for me for Strasbourg, it just takes Chelsea pull 2 players out in January and then Strasbourg are back to the 4th. I think they're a good side, considering the kind of players they've got in their squad. They've got a Ben Chilwell who's done well in the Premier League in the past.
Fantastic
See, might not be where it used to be,
Yes, but
it's
he
a
has
level
experience.
above,
Yes.
quote and unquote, the French League on. Not to play down the French League, but at least a level above some of the teams there in the French League. They've got great stars in that team. Good, like Marseille also have got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang
Greenwood.
still banging goals even at his age,
37.
close to 38 now, still banging in goals, scoring goals and enjoying himself. So we expect them to push PSG to
That's
the
not blood
to
flows through his veins. I don't have to say it there.
It's not like he won the. That is the more reason why Marseille will not win the league, because he did not even win the league in
He won the
Arsenal.
FA Cup. Won the Community Shield.
Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studio. Please leave Arsenal out of. If you want to win the league, please don't follow Arsenal.